the state held a conference to hear from experts estimating tax revenue, and they painted an ugly picture.
So how could it impact our schools? 7 Action News reporter Kim Russo has been working to get answers for us to those questions. She joins us live now from Oak Park. Kim?
You know what? Everything is going to be on the table. We're talking money for communities, roads, and yes, our schools. And these sobering projections that we're getting, they are based on us not having a second wave of COVID-19 cases, so they could get worse.
This is video of the Consensus Revenue Estimating Conference this morning. Directors of the House and Senate fiscal agencies, the state budget director, and the state treasurer heard from experts estimating how much revenue the state will see come in.
For the current fiscal year and next fiscal year, we're seeing a combined $6.2 billion.
That is the decrease in projected revenue. As a result, the combined general fund and school aid fund budgets for this year and next year are projected to have a deficit of $3.8 billion.
I can eliminate 12 departments, and including if we did away with the budget for the legislature and judiciary branch, and we would not have $2 billion. That's in a full year, let alone what we have left in this fiscal year. So those are the size of problems that we're dealing with here. This is unprecedented.
School leaders are being told that this year's funding will be cut. That's right, this school year that is almost over.
If you're looking at this school year, school districts are looking at potentially losing up to $850 per student. And so there's nothing we can do to reduce costs at this stage of the game.
Dr. Randy Liepa, the superintendent of Wayne Risa, said to reduce that amount, a school district would have to make significant staffing cuts. So schools face carrying that debt over to next year when, again, they're expected to lose on average more than $800 per student. The superintendent of Oak Park Schools, Dr. Jamie Hitchcock, says this comes as the district spends more on technology, tutors, PPE, and prepares for an increase in costs next year.
Approximately 20% of our students have experienced grief or loss during this COVID-19 health crisis.
Dr. Hitchcock and others called on the federal government to help. So will the federal government help? That's a big question. Right now in the House Democrats are pushing for the HEROES Act. Representative Debbie Dingell's office tells me it would provide more than $7 billion to help Michigan, but it's not clear whether that would pass in the Senate if it did pass in the House. Reporting live in Oak Park, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.
Wow, a lot of decisions to be made. So, Kim, if the federal government does not help, how much is in the state's rainy day fund?
You know what? They thought our rainy day fund was strong, but it has just over $1 billion, which is not going to solve this crisis. Back to you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Kim, for the research and for the live report.